Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dynamic Duo podcast. This is episode 28, Zoom edition. I am
Zoom
PJ.
edition. I am Robbie, and our very special guest.
I am
There you
Joe.
go.
We have Joe Pidgeon on today, and
Yes, thank
we
you
can get
very
right into
much.
some business. Joe, are you still a student? I don't even know. These are the questions I
Yes,
need to ask.
I am a student. I probably have 3 semesters left at Rowan.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
But yeah.
And you want to tell
Wait.
everyone what you're going for?
I'm going for radio, television, and film. So a lot of production stuff. Been trying to write. I've been doing a lot of that, which keep me busy through the quarantine and everything like that. But yeah, that's
Yeah, we caught your
what I'm
newest
for.
flick, Quarantined,
Quarantine.
actually.
Yeah, that was so much fun. That was what's it called? Do you guys know Billy Applebum?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I live with him. He went home to his parents for the time being though, so I don't know when I'm gonna see him again.
Mhm.
But he came up to me and said that we should make a mini series or whatever. Okay, I accidentally activated She Who Shall Not Be Named, the robot in your iPhones that answers your questions.
Okay. I was like,
who
wait,
are we
what is
talking
going
about?
on?
Okay, but I can't say the name because then it'll do it again. But
Oh man.
anyway, yeah. So we were originally gonna make it like a mini series, but then Billy ended up moving out.
Okay.
I can't even say that word, the S word. That's what set it off.
We all know it,
make
though.
an
So.
episodic program, but yeah, Billy moved out, so I mean, we wrote it so that way it could function as a standalone piece and not like feel weird without like feel incomplete. So
Yeah.
we got that done. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was worried about shooting it like on an iPhone and using like the microphones, but
That
it
was shot on an
actually ended up,
iPhone, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
That was like really good, though.
That's
I
good.
mean, now's the perfect
It's
time
like
to
the
do stuff
commercial
like
shot
this.
on an iPhone.
What?
They're real. They're clearly real. The commercials that are like shot on an iPhone. They must
Yeah.
be real. If that's how it looks, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's all about the framing. It doesn't matter about the camera quality. If you frame it professionally, then it'll look good.
That's
All
true.
right. So, Joe, I was told that you've been caught up with all the Netflix shows, all the newest ones. I have too. I believe PJ has too.
Yes, sir.
And I want to hear your standpoint on all these. We're going to start off with the really, really cringy but somehow good reality shows they keep making. They're so bad, but they're so bad. It's like, I can't look away. Like, I just want to keep watching. I started and I'm like, all right, what's next? And they're all so cringy, yet they pique my interest. Let me hear your standpoint on this.
So, Netflix, I guess, I don't know if The Circle was the first reality TV show Netflix did. Is it?
I think it is. I don't
believe
fact,
it.
but I believe it is. And that is my favorite out of all of the ones they made so far.
I haven't even seen it yet. I'm really upset.
Okay. Like, there's a lot of redeeming qualities to that show. I don't think that show is inherently garbage. I like the concept of it a lot.
I do too.
I think they had a really good cast, especially Joey Sasso.
I love Joey. Joey was hilarious. I love Shuby just because Shuby was like the guy. And the fact that the one guy catfished them till the very end had me rolling.
Yeah.
Because the fact that Shuby got there was like, oh, like, who are you? And I was like,
oh my god. I was
So
I was
isn't it
embarrassed
like
for
a
him. I was
social
like, oh
media?
shit.
Isn't like it's all about like social media and building up your following and things like that?
Not quite. It's more about like catfishing. Either like you're yourself or you're a catfish.
It's like you gotta. Okay. It's like they have 8 people at a time. They all are in the same building, but they don't know what each other looks like. All they know is each other by their profiles.
Wow.
And some people are catfishes and some people are not. Yep. And the name of the game is to just be the most popular person. And then the top 2 people who are like ranked, like, because at the end of the day, everybody votes for who the most popular person is or who they like the most. Mm. And those two people become influencers, and then they get together and they decide to kick someone off. Mm-hmm. But then new people come in, And I thought that was kind of stupid because I was like, these people are at such a disadvantage. Like,
and every time they come in, they'd be gone
people.
like the next week. Like none of them really stayed. It was always like the OG people that won.
I liked Ed. Ed was so funny.
Which one was Ed?
The dude that was from Conshohocken, the one that brought his mom.
Oh wait, yeah.
Dude, he
that
was
so
the
stupid,
funniest dude.
I don't know why his mom was even there. She kept saying all the stuff for him. And all of the clips, it's just Ed talking. Like she's literally just sitting there. She was like, when like he was talking to girls, that was me. I was like, that wasn't even you.
It really wasn't.
That was Ed.
I think that was more so of like to get on the show. It was like a gimmick they wanted. They were like, oh, I'll bring my mom, but they didn't really like tap into it. Like,
I can't get over the one guy PJ on the show acted like his girlfriend, like from the start, and was catfishing people. Like it was a dude, and he was acting like his girlfriend the whole time. And he made it to the finals, acting like his girlfriend the entire time. He had me rolling because he just didn't know anything. The one point when they're all texting about like their periods and shit, like in like a woman group chat, and he was just like, yeah, my life. Like, I don't know why
I totally get
deep
that.
into it. I was like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. No guy does. But he went so in. He was like, yeah, like my left side just really starts hurting. They were like, what are you talking about? Like, your appendix may have burst. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
I thought that he was. I didn't really like. I mean, I wasn't.
The only reason I liked him is just because like
him.
It was wild. The fact that he went so far acting like someone else, and I was just like, oh my god.
I guess that's the name of the game, though. I mean, that's,
yeah.
That's what it is.
I thought Karen or like Mercedes, like that woman. I thought she should have made it further. I thought she was cool, but I like Sammy, I like Shuby, and I like Joey. So I was pretty happy with the end results.
They were good.
I think the circle is good, but then there is Too Hot to Handle.
Too Hot to Handle.
Here we go.
Oh man.
All right, I didn't finish that show because I didn't finish the season because it's terrible. It's for one. I'm watching The Sopranos right now, and I'm also swamped with schoolwork. So I kind of watch The Sopranos. I'm like, I could watch
Joe, I'm
never mind this garbage.
You're not missing much. You didn't finish it, but don't worry, you're not missing much.
What episode did you stop on?
The concept of the show is baffling. Okay, I get like they were all put there on like false pretenses, and they're all attractive. But if someone says, "Hey, if you don't have sex for like a month or two, and you just stay at this resort, we'll give you $100,000. And these people are just like, well, you know what? Fuck your rules. I don't want the money. I want to have sex. I was like, wow, like you're so cool. And the fact that every single time someone did break a rule, everyone was just so calm about it. They're like, oh, like it's okay. Don't worry about it. I was like,
it's only $3,000. It's only like whatever.
If that was me, I'd be like, bitch, stop fucking kissing. That's $3,000. Not worth it. Wait till you're out of here. Like, what are you doing?
So how, like, when they say $100,000, would it have been $100,000 per person?
No, split up.
Well, no, I don't know what their original plan was. But yeah, the end result of like the show is that they just split it up to everyone. Like everyone won. It was like okay.
And nobody gets
the one thing
kicked off.
I was dying.
People got kicked off.
No, people got kicked off. I was. Did you see Haley get kicked off yet? That's like episode 2 or 3.
No, it's not.
It's episode 5. It's like episode
5. All right, time out. But it's so funny, Joe. When she gets kicked off, she's just like,
I hate everyone.
She's like, I fucking hate everyone here. Like everyone's so annoying. They're all assholes. Like I just want to go home.
She was a nightmare.
She was such a nightmare. She said straight up to the camera. She was like, if I could just go home right now, I would. And like the next episode, they're like, yeah, Haley's gone. Like we kicked her off. Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yeah. For some reason though, I really liked it. Like I don't know what it was. Like,
I just loved Harry's catchphrases. I just go around and like, you dirty little possum. Like it's just so fun to say, man. Like you tasty little quesadilla.
Yeah, he was. It felt really fake. I guess like
I agree with that 100%.
The circle didn't feel like as like just artificial. Like Too Hot to Handle just like. I don't know, it just screamed like this is not real. Like even like the one dude was like in the room and they were whispering about him, and I was like, okay, like this is too perfect for you to like I don't know. I was like, this is
Yeah.
I also
really
think some
saw
of
the
the stage like that
scripted.
one. Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
I agree with
See,
that.
I've never watched much reality TV, so like
Neither
this
have
was
I.
like my first kind of like dip into the water, and I don't know. It was it
It was
definitely
too hot
felt
to
like
handle.
it was too hot to handle.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked. I'm trying to think of. I didn't even really like any of them. That was another thing. None of them
Love is Blind.
really.
Did you like Love is Blind?
I actually didn't see that. I thought. I don't know. Is it good? Is it worth
That
watching?
premise was way too crazy.
I
for
didn't
me.
watch it all.
I thought Too Hot to Handle was better than that. It just
Okay. Well,
like
that's
why
not
would you
that.
get married with like to someone the first time you see them
Yeah,
like that?
through a wall.
Like that's just
But
weird.
like, that's another thing. Like the concept was kind of cool and it's there. But then Netflix went ahead and like anyone that walked out of the door that was on that show, no one was gonna be disappointed. Like they were all hot, attractive people. It wasn't like like they made this actual connection like through a wall and one's like really hot and one's ugly or something like that. Like they were all at the same attractive level. Like if there was
Yeah.
something like that, like this one girl, like a hideous person comes out and like there's that true connection and it still works out. But no, it was just like, oh my God, like you're so much hotter than I thought you would be. I was picturing like a witch and whoa.
Would you still watch that though?
Would I still watch that? Probably
No.
not, but like
No, exactly.
I
That's
don't
my
know, yeah.
point.
I'm just
Like, come
saying.
on. That's my point. No one would watch that if it was just all ugly people or like, That's why Too Hot to Handle is so popular right now.
Yeah.
Because everyone's in
It's-
quarantine, they got nothing to do, and people just, oh, whoa, this show's #1 on Netflix. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, that's also very true.
Yeah.
I got a show for you, Joe. I don't know if you've seen this or not. It's a new Netflix show called Outer Banks.
Okay, I've not seen that.
Have you heard
And
of it?
that's actually not
No,
trash.
is it reality TV?
Not reality.
No.
Not reality. It's like an
No,
actual
it's a
show.
drama.
It's an
show.
actual TV show. Okay.
Mhm.
And is it about like Outer Banks, like in North Carolina?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's where it
Okay.
takes place. It gives like a whole summer vibe. It's really nice. And it's really
so
cool. It's like,
good.
it's such a good show. I watched it literally the first night it came out because I saw a trailer post on it on my Instagram and I was just scrolling through one day. It's like a month or two before it even came out. And I was like, oh, like, this concept looks really cool. So I was going on my Netflix and I was like, oh, it's out now. I watched all 10 episodes in one night. Started at like midnight. It was like 6:30 a.m. when I was done. I was like, all right, that was a fantastic show. I told PJ to watch it. He finally watched it. He's texting me the whole time. OMG, this show is so good. This might be one of my favorite shows ever.
I
Oh my
literally
God. And I'm
finished
just
like 30 minutes
I
ago.
told you to watch it.
Are there any like notable characters? Are they all like are these all
They're all pretty
names?
They're
notable.
all
I mean, the
really
main
good.
characters, yeah. Even
They're
like
all-
the quote unquote like bad guys in the show, they're still pretty good.
Like it's an
It's
actual
It's
show.
kind of like
Like it's
they
like
kind of got like a Romeo and Juliet plot going on. Not quite, not like relationship wise, but like they're the Pogues and the Kooks. The
Like
Kooks are the rich
the-
people.
the
Pogues-
rich
Pogues, like
people, the poor people,
poor
yeah.
people. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the IMDb right now. I'm seeing some like I mean
I think it's
I'd
got a
probably throw this on.
70% on Rotten Tomatoes,
it's
but
pretty
like
good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, mainly because like I'm really missing summer right now, and that show, it's kind of cliche, not fully, but like there are some points you're like, okay, I saw it coming, or
but it's
stuff like that.
forgivable. It's like
But
so suspenseful.
I like it.
Like you're on
Yeah,
the edge of your seat the whole
every single
time.
episode, like you're done watching, you're like, I want to
You're
watch
like,
that one.
oh my god,
I
like
want to
what
watch
just
the next one.
happened? Like
I want to watch
so
the next
good.
one. Like the way it worked for me is I watched the first 3 episodes. The first 2 had me a cliffhanger. I had to keep watching. Third one ended nicely actually, and I was like, all right, let me go to bed.
Mhm.
And then when I went to bed, I was like, you know what? I can't even sleep. So I woke back up, watched the rest. But I was like, all right, this is good. And after the 3rd episode, every single other one, cliffhanger. It was so good.
that's like the Netflix trope though. They
Yep.
always love this.
Yep.
The,
Yep.
They
I feel like
love cliffhangers.
things
This is why
like I don't
binging
know,
in Netflix is just so popular because you're like, oh
so
my god,
dangerous.
like, what?
like 13 Reasons Why and everything like that.
Yeah.
That show is god awful, but I kept watching it because at the end of every episode there was some crazy new development that was like,
Yeah.
oh, I
You're
guess
like,
I
I
should
need to
probably
find out.
see
I
how
gotta
this
find
dude,
out.
how yeah. See
I
how this
watched the
shapes
first
up.
season of that show, but I never watched the second. So
It really
Never
got
watched
it.
that
It
show.
gets really bad.
super,
I mean, I've
yeah,
only watched the
super
first
dark.
season of Stranger Things. Haven't watched the other ones.
See that?
I
what
should
did-
probably
Wait.
catch up on them
Joe,
during
do you like Stranger
quarantine.
Things?
I have seen every season of Stranger Things, but I don't really necessarily like. I don't feel any kind of way about it. Like I enjoy it and it's good entertainment, and
All
I'll
right, let me
keep
hear your
watching it.
Favorite shows / movies, whichever one you want to focus on. Do you have any
Okay.
right away? You can be like, oh, I know, bang.
Yeah. All right. So
Another good show, not Netflix original, but All American is great on Netflix. Fantastic show.
I've not seen it.
I
It's
think
a good
I've
one.
seen that when I've been scrolling through to the bottom of Netflix and then all the way back to the top and
He's
then
like, what
back
the
to
hell
the
is this shit?
bottom.
Nah.
Okay, so recently, I mean, The Sopranos has been kind of crazy. Have you guys seen that show?
No.
No.
Okay,
I've
well,
heard of it, but I've never seen it.
yeah, I'm on like the first season. I'm watching it with my roommates. So considering all three of us have to be like in the mood to watch it at the same time, we're kind of like trudging along. But that show's been really good. I think in terms of like the best shows, I think you guys ever heard of a show called Vice Principals?
No.
No.
It is on HBO. You guys have HBO?
Wait, who's in it?
Hold on a second.
All right, Joe's taking a brief second to figure out his room situation. Just so if we're posting this on SoundCloud and people are listening, let's just keep it going, PJ.
All right, sounds good. So
I mean,
well, wait. What is your favorite show? What
my
would
favorite
your
show,
favorite show be?
easily. PJ, you should know this,
Psych.
man. Psych.
Psych.
Psych is my favorite show, all-time favorite.
That's not. See, I feel like sitcoms are different for me. Like I can't put like a Stranger Things next to like that '70s show. Like there's just like two different
Yeah,
things.
I get that.
Like
Another show that I've been watching recently. It's on Netflix. It's called Community, and it's got Donald Glover. It's got the one girl from Drake and Josh who was like the manager. She's funny. Chevy Chase. Who else? John Oliver's in some episodes.
I've definitely heard of the Community.
Jack Black was actually in the first episode of the new season. And I was like,
Was
what?
he really?
He was funny. He's not like actually in the show, but he was funny. Owen Wilson was in that one too, and I was like, what? That's a pretty good show.
I have
Joe
returned.
is
Sorry,
Joe is back.
My roommate was unaware of what I was doing.
All good. You're back in.
It's all good. It's like I'm doing a podcast, man.
So, yeah, the show is called Vice Principals. It has Danny McBride. You guys familiar with him?
No.
I think so.
Yeah, you are. You've seen Danny
What is he?
McBride,
What is he?
Have you seen Pineapple Express?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's the curly headed dude with the broken neck. Look at the dude. Yeah. He wrote Eastbound and Down. He created that show. So, he created this show too, Vice Principals. This is I don't know, this one's definitely a little bit more low key. I didn't want to come out of the woodwork with something like Breaking Bad, like you know.
Yeah.
But this show it got shot all at once. It's only 2 seasons, and they did that on purpose because they just wanted to make like one just mini series, and they shot all 2 seasons at once. So they're
what is it? A comedy?
It is indeed. It's like a narrative like comedy. So it's got like a story, and it's so funny, and it's so good, and it gets crazy, and it's so short. It's 18 episodes.
Netflix?
It is on HBO.
HBO. Okay.
So too rich for PJ's blood.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was gonna say HBO has some stuff that's free, but unfortunately, that is not one of them. But it's like 18 episodes. They're all like a half hour long, and it's just about 2 vice principals, obviously, were trying to sabotage this one principal so they can get the job. But then things take like very, very intense and crazy turns. But that's probably, that's one of my favorite shows. It's I would definitely say give that one a watch, because if you're bored and you're looking for something to watch that has like
I'm
a
all
good
for
story,
comedy, so I'll definitely check it out.
It'll, like I said, you could watch it in one day. Like you really could. It's so short.
18 episodes. That's not too bad too.
Yep. Another good show is Barry. Have you guys heard of that? Seen that?
That's with Bill Hader?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I think I see the first episode of that. I think that's it.
That's actually on HBO for free right now if you don't have HBO. That is one of the ones you can stream for free. But that show is amazing as well.
Bill Hader is so funny though. So
I love
Bill Hader's a god. He's
so
one of the funniest people like ever. Those two are really good comedies. In terms of like drama, I don't know. I'm not a huge drama guy. Like, I really like The Sopranos right now. Yes, sir. Definitely. I definitely like comedy. It's like when it comes to television, I like drama. When it comes to television, I like comedy. When it comes to like movies, I like drama because when like TV is like in a comedy, like they don't have to like build a story. Like they can make episodes that are like just revolved around jokes, and like
Right.
they have a lot more like opportunity to be funny because they
So, are
don't
you a
need
bigger
to
fan
like.
of like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia type shows?
So I mean, I have seen like a
No.
lot of It's Always Sunny. I've never like sat down and seen every episode. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I definitely that show is definitely
Great
funny,
show.
and I definitely that is one
Really
of them. But I definitely also like I like stuff with a story.
My personal all-time favorite show is a show called Psych. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I have, but is that really your favorite show?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Hey, you can go on all he wants. I like that show. I like detective shows, and it's a funny detective show. I think it's a perfect mix,
It
and
is
I really enjoy it.
hilarious. I
Did
like
they
I
just
really
make like
enjoy
a
that
movie
show.
about it?
Yeah, they made they reunited the cast. They're making a second movie too. It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
They're keeping the show alive, sort of. I think it's cool, just because I'm a big fan of it.
Dude,
but-
where's like where can you find that show?
Actually, I think it's going on
Amazon
Peacock.
Prime?
The new. I think it's still on Amazon Prime. It was on Netflix, and then it went to Amazon Prime, and now I think it's going to NBC's new free streaming service coming out like in a week or two. Called
Wait, that's
Peacock.
free?
Everyone's
That's
gonna have a
free?
streaming service.
They're making it free to begin with, yeah, because quarantine. So I think the first like month or two they're making it free.
So Friends is probably gonna be on there.
I think so. I don't think they're not doing their reunion anymore. I think it's postponed. I wasn't really sure what that was gonna be. It's gonna be weird.
One thing I forgot to say is that I've been watching a lot more How I Met Your Mother too. I have seen that show.
I love
I've seen that
How I
show-
Met
okay,
Your Mother.
I've seen that show like 4 times, but like, oh my god, it's so, like I like forget how much I like it, and then I go
So
like a
good.
few. I go like a month, like I go like a few months, like to a year without watching, and then I just watch like one episode where I'm just like, this show is just.
Before quarantine, every time I walked into PJ's house, How I Met Your Mother is always on TV.
Yep.
I just sat down and watched the episodes. Like, okay. Like, it was good. I
So
never
good.
like fully immersed myself in it, but I thought it was really good.
See, the problem is
episodes
like
I've
with a
seen.
show like that, it's so different because the plot is so much more meaningful than like Friends Friends is
Yeah.
important, but like How I Met Your Mother, it's all about the overarching story of how I met. Like,
But I also think it depends on the episode. Some of the episodes were just like, did they
yeah,
really
stupid.
apply
I
that
mean,
story?
yeah,
Like,
I
they
mean,
were
it's a
just super
sitcom.
funny.
It
They were
is a
just super
sitcom,
funny.
but I
Yeah.
feel like it's more than a sitcom. Like they stretch some like boundaries that aren't normally there in other sitcoms.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that show that like it has a good story, except like until the end.
The
and then
ending.
Are you a fan of
They
the sitcom,
decimated
Joe?
them.
Are you a fan of like Friends?
Okay, so I've seen Friends. I don't particularly. Oh my god! I keep setting her off with these S words. So what's it
Damn,
called?
yours
I've
is
seen her.
sensitive.
Super
I
sensitive.
know.
Like, oh my
I
God.
know. This is weird. And then you like.
I
this
could like
usually
yell
never
her name on my
happens.
phone and she still wouldn't answer.
Yeah, she would never listen. Like she never listens to me.
Yeah, but I guess I never found it like that funny. I don't know. I watched it on Nick at Night, but
Mhm.
I would usually skip over it just because I can't honestly give you a good reason why. Like I
get that.
just thought the cast. I just
I
maybe
really
I didn't
like-
gravitate towards the characters as much.
One show that I thoroughly enjoyed that I wish there were more seasons of, Freaks and Geeks.
Mm.
I have not seen that show. I mean,
You have not seen
I've
Freaks and Geeks.
I've seen like the first episode,
Oh.
and I know like I'm aware of like
The
that
cast.
it's like the Judd Apatow's like first like Judd Apatow show that
And it's
really,
an
like, launched
all-star
the career
cast.
of
It was so good.
everyone
Seth
on the
Rogen,
show.
I mean,
Franco.
it was kind of ahead of
Yeah.
its time.
Yeah,
so good.
but it got canceled, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yikes.
Have you ever
It only
seen
went for, like,
Community,
one
Joe?
season, right?
They only have one season.
That's actually that's interesting you bring that up. I literally just watched the first episode of it yesterday.
I just got into it too because I saw it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I saw Donald Glover was in it and Chevy Chase.
We've removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting.
The
Oh, wow.
meeting has been
Thanks, Zoom.
upgraded by the host and now includes unlimited minutes.
Wait, a gift from Zoom. Wow,
Yeah, I
thanks,
just saw
Zoom.
that.
Hey, thanks,
Okay.
Zoom.
That's nice. That was nice of them.
Oh,
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'll probably come back to it. I mean, it's like 20 minutes. Takes like no time to watch. I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Yeah.
too. That's another one I
Oh,
come
I
back
love
to.
Brooklyn Nine. I just love Andy Samberg though. I'm a sucker for him.
Oh my God, Andy Samberg.
He's
He's
a
Like,
so
genius.
funny.
do you like The
So
Lonely
funny.
Island? Like his.
Love
Yes,
the Lonely
yes.
Island.
They're so dumb, but I love
You guys
them.
know. You guys know that they were in Philly last summer, right?
I didn't know that. No.
They
What?
performed. They did their first ever tour,
What?
and
I didn't even know they toured.
They
Andy
only did.
Samberg was a part of that? What?
Yeah, they only did like 10 shows, and one of them was at the Met. And I spent like $80 to get pit tickets. I was going crazy.
Dude,
It was like the
I
greatest
just
show
want
I've
to go
ever
up and start
seen.
jamming. I just had sex.
They played that. Dude, it was. They closed with "I'm on a Boat." It was just, dude.
I
I
threw it
saw-
on the ground.
They did
I
that.
said,
He
I'm
did
not
that.
a
They did
charity
that.
case, so I threw it on the ground.
It was like a spectacle, bro. Like they did a
Yo, did
ton
they
of
do Mother
costume
Lover?
changes.
Mother
They
Lover.
did, of
All
course. They did
Justin Timberlake songs.
Yeah, and they were like, they had a puppet that was dressed like Justin Timberlake, and like they had them doing that, dude. It was literally
Dude,
like
that's
so
awesome.
funny.
Oh
They-
my
That's so
God,
good.
dude.
They made
I
such a
love Andy
spectacle. They did like
Samberg.
a million costume changes. Did you guys see Popstar, that movie?
His movie
No.
with Lonely Island?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that.
What? That's like the funniest movie ever.
Really?
I didn't see it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm all for stupid funny movies, but like, I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Okay. Do you want to hear this? I put that movie in the top 10, in my top 10 movies of the decade,
Really?
because
I feel like I
Wow.
remember
think it's
seeing that. I was
genius.
like,
It's-
what?
Wow.
They wrote a whole album corresponding with the
Popstar.
film. You got to watch it. Like, how many times did you see it? Once?
I only saw it like once. Yeah,
I've
I
never
guess-
seen
I'll have
it.
to-
I've
I'll have
seen
to
it
give
like
a shot at
7
some point
times.
then.
I've seen it
I've
like
seen
7
it.
times because I watched it.
Damn,
in
you're really making me
Florida.
feel like I've completely overlooked this movie then. Because I saw it once and I was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna have to give another watch. If
I
you're really
like
saying
stupid
it's this
movies.
good.
I mean, I love The Water Boy, so you know.
And so I watched Popstar when I was in Florida. I was at Universal, and it was like on the TV in my hotel. And I was like, I watched it, and I honestly had the same opinion. Okay, so here's how it happened. I watched it, and I was like, that was okay. That wasn't as good as I thought it would be. And then it was
That was
on
my
HBO like
reaction.
cable, and the movie literally played again, like just right after. Like it played once, and then it played immediately after. And I literally had nothing else to watch. I was like, okay, I guess I'll just watch it again. And then I watched it again. I was like, okay, this movie is actually really funny. Like, and then I came home and I like showed all my friends it, and we like got together, like we watched it, and then like, yeah, we like quote that movie like.
I'm
all
gonna
the
have to
time.
watch it again then, because the
It's
first time I watched
so
it, I had the
funny.
same reaction you did. I was like, I thought it could have been funnier. Like this is all right. I don't really know. Not Andy Samberg's best work, but I mean, if you're saying second time makes it a lot better, I'm gonna have to give it another watch.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
What makes it good is the music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the music is such a big part of the movie. Like, you know how like when you listen to an album the first time, you don't know how you feel about it. Like, you know what I mean? You can't like, absorb it all. Like, such a huge part of that movie is like the music that goes along with it. So like especially when you know the songs better, the movie becomes better. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. But they did songs from that movie. Like they did like The Finest Girl, like that Bin Laden song. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they performed that. That was amazing.
Wow.
But yeah. That was a show of a lifetime.
So is Popstar the same? Like, do you love that movie just as much as you love The Room, or?
Probably. I think I like The Room more.
Is your
Okay.
number one movie
Principle.
right now? Is it still Parasite, or was it ever Parasite?
Okay. Well, yeah. Recently, definitely. That's definitely that movie is amazing. I don't know. There's nothing else I can say about it. You guys both see it?
It just
I've
came
seen
out on Hulu, so I have to watch it.
I tried watching it at PJ's house one day, like before the Oscars. Like not the what is it even called? I can't. It's the Oscars, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought I was thinking the music one.
I don't
All right.
remember you
But before it
watching.
even came out. No. I tried. I remember because you're like, what are you putting on? I was like, IGN gave this movie a 10 out of 10. I gotta watch it.
Oh, I thought you were watching the Hitler
And
movie.
then-
We watched
No.
the Hitler.
Jojo Rabbit.
I went to that one after because
Probably.
on Parasite, I was like, I thought this movie was like in English. Why is it all Japanese? I thought I got the wrong thing.
It's
And I was
okay.
like,
It's Korean. It's in Korean.
okay, but you know what I'm saying. I was like, I
Yeah.
thought there was like an English version of this. All right, I'll wait for it to actually come out and then watch it. And then actually came out and I watched it and I was like, all right, so it is in Korean. I just needed the English subtitles. But honestly, I don't think the Korean aspect, like the fact that it wasn't English, took anything away from that movie.
It really doesn't.
I didn't think it took away at all.
If there are people, so I won $50 because
I saw. I was dying at that video. He put
I
the
bet-
He was like, I won.
I put 20 down that Parasite would beat 1917, and I knew it. Like we knew it. Like we knew it was gonna happen, and yeah. So I won $50 off of that. But
that movie was insane.
There were members of the Academy who didn't like the voters that literally didn't watch the film because of subtitles.
Like
Really?
what? Come
I
on.
feel like a lot of people do that though.
Yeah, people
Like they just don't give movies a chance. Like they'll be like, just
like you guys should like I'll say it to people like at my work, like you guys gotta watch Parasite, and then I'm like, yeah, like okay, it's in Korean, and they're like, like,
but I just didn't think it took anything away from it. I was like, this is like a really good movie.
If anything, it helps you understand the story better because like you're
there was
reading
point,
it like
because I was reading it, like I didn't even like hear the Korean, like I literally just heard them like talking. I was like,
Yeah.
this is awesome, like this is so cool.
and it's got the most blow your mind ending.
Yep. That I've ever seen. I was like,
I'm not gonna say anything.
My parents saw
PJ, 'cause
before I
want you
did.
to-
They're like, oh, like
I'm
it's
probably gonna
insane,
watch
like,
it
the ending's
tonight,
crazy,
so.
and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It can't
I
be
would
that crazy. I was
say,
watching
like-
the movie, my jaw hit the ground. I was like, what the fuck?
It's the first foreign film to ever win Best Picture. Like that, it means that there's something about it that's worth watching. Highly recommend.
Yep.
So yeah, that's definitely my favorite movie right now in terms of like, because I mean, you know, like it's rare when you see a movie that you're like, oh my god, like, I love every frame of this. Like it's so good. Like, and yeah, it's just such a well-crafted movie.
See, La La Land was like that for me. I loved La La Land.
Yeah, I like La La Land. I had that same feeling when I first saw it, and then I watched a few more times, and I really loved the musical part of it. But I don't know.
I had the
When
opposite
it's not the
reaction.
musical stuff, I was like, yeah, whatever.
I was the opposite. The first time I saw it, I was like, I don't get the hype. Like, I don't like this movie at all. What is this? And I watched the second time, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to like it more. And the third time I saw it, I was like, all right, like, this is actually a pretty good movie. I like this movie. But the first time, I was just like, no.
I just love. I like musicals, honestly. Like,
I mean, the first time I saw it, the parts I really liked were the tap dancing and like the music itself, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, this is like a really good movie. And the rest of it was kind of just like, I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
no,
I was not a fan of the ending at all the first time I saw it.
Really, I like the ending. I think the ending is very good. I think it's one of the best parts.
I appreciate it a
It's
lot
very
more
ballsy.
now, but the first time I saw it, I was not a fan whatsoever.
They really could have went the way that everyone wanted it to go, but they didn't.
Indeed. But yeah, anyway, but I've just been trying to watch a lot of TV and movies and stuff like that. I've been trying to like make a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so what's going to go on with the future of Joe Pidgeon? Like, what do you want to do?
I am trying to
Either long term, short term, either one. Like, what are your
Okay,
goals?
so long-term goal is to get writing, like do screenwriting somewhere, because I've just been like, that's been like my number one like thing that I've been trying to do since we last, all were together. That's been a huge thing in my life right now, and thankfully I've had time to actually like sit down and do it because of the quarantine and everything. But
So you're working on something right now?
I am doing projects for school, which is kind of like that, but I am looking to write a feature over the summer. I don't know about what. I just know that I want to do it. Just write like 90 pages of a script. But that's the goal. It's manageable, I think. But yeah, in my screenwriting 1 class, I wrote a story about an actor with ugly feet, and he has to go on screen barefoot. And he like freaks out about that, and it's supposed to be kind of like satirizing like people not wanting to go on camera because like they have to show like their body or something like that. So I made it like try to make it a little bit weirder, but that was a lot of fun.
I definitely get that vibe.
Just a little bit weirder,
But I mean, yeah, the whole like 220 collective thing that we've been doing it's going well. It's harder to, make content when um, you can't meet up, especially when you can't film stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you
Yeah, I
film
agree.
things, you need like 10 people all in one
You can't
place,
really
which
film everything in your house. I get what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
yeah, we've
some
been trying to
projects, yeah,
film
you could do
stuff.
that, but no.
The sad
Yeah,
thing is now's like the perfect time to have content out because literally
yeah,
It's
everyone is
just so hard to
home.
make.
Yeah, it's just a hard, like it's a, hard thing to
yeah,
balance.
yeah. We've been trying to make stuff. We made a video and we got to make some music, but like it's one of those things that probably won't finish up until it's like only like 4.5 minutes, but that won't be done probably until like a week or two when school's over and everything. But hopefully we'll make more videos from our home, like in what's it called, during the summertime when we don't actually have all that school to worry about. And
Now,
currently making it. Oh, what's
do
up?
you just record? Like, do you direct or do you record or just screen? Like,
And we all
what all
just.
do you do?
Well, I'm definitely the primary screenwriter. I like pretty much everything we've shot. I've had my hand in. Either I've written it or I've co-written it. And I have just recently started getting behind camera. I've gotten more comfortable with that now that I've been at Rowan. Like, because when I was at the community college, I didn't learn anything with the camera equipment. Like, I didn't learn anything about. It was rough. I limited resources at.
I have yet to learn anything at community college too, so it's fine.
It's a recurring theme. Not like people don't really learn much.
I've never
there.
heard one person get out of that school. I'm like, I'm ready. Like, I know everything.
I
Like,
got it.
I know. No one said they learned anything. It's just like, yeah,
I'm
I
just
passed.
there. I'm just there.
I'm out of there now.
Community college is if someone just like threw a flashbang at your life, and then instead of like 20 seconds, it lasts 2 years, and then you walk out and you're like, what just happened? Like, I have a piece of paper. What's up?
That's honestly the perfect analogy for it. Like I never thought
Someone might
about it
have
like
knocked
that.
at my door, but
That's another reason I
yeah.
really like the show Community is because like it's based around a community college and just like
That
Yep.
makes me interested because I just as a community college student, like I am definitely interested to see like what kind of like how they make fun of it because
they make fun of it throughout the entire show. It's so funny.
yeah.
Some of it I'm just like, yep. Some of them like, no. But a lot of it I'm just sitting there like, yep, this is community college.
Yep.
But the big hit that we took over the quarantine, over the whole COVID situation was that Rowan has the cinema workshop, which is the film club essentially, and I was really busy this semester with that. I like worked camera for like I assistant directed one thing, I was on camera for the other, and then I like wrote and directed like we were supposed to do a narrative mini series, and I had written 4 episodes of this piece, and we had shot half of it. It was supposed to be a 4-part thing, and we shot half of it, and then the COVID situation happened, and that prevented us from shooting the other half. So now we're just left with half the product, but we're not even gonna finish it. Like it's dead now at this point because we had like seniors and stuff that were on the project that aren't going to be able to do it, like aren't going to be able to pick it back up. And also, I mean, it probably also, we don't even know if we're going back to school in the fall. That was unfortunate because I was looking forward to making something episodic because that's like the kind of stuff I want to get into, like episodic comedy, television, or even sitcoms. Like I enjoy, trying to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was unfortunate. But
so what would you want to do more down the line? Movies, TV shows?
Definitely TV. I would love to just be like in the writer's room for any kind of like comedic like sitcom, just to be able to like just offer what I have or what, you know what I mean? Like
The
Office.
Yeah, just something along the lines of that. Like it's just it's just, you know what I mean? Like when you just feel like you like need to do something for a living. It's just one of those things where it's like, I really I'll probably do whatever I can to get this done. So I'm just trying to write. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's.
Yeah.
Do you have an inspiration? Like someone like you strive to be? Like, want to go off of?
If you watch Vice Principals, the reason why I recommend that show is because that was like the launching point where that was when I was like, okay, like this is the format, like because I always knew I wanted to get involved in like that medium, like that, and I was like, I want to do like super dramatic things, or I was like, no, because I don't really want to do comedy because it doesn't really have a story or anything. And I see
Yeah.
the show, and it came out in like 2016, so I was like a senior in high school, and then I see this thing. It's like episodic, short, straight to the point, like hilarious, but with a story, and the story is like crazy, and people are fighting and getting shot, and it's like nothing you can even comprehend. Like it blows all your expectations, and I was like, this is exactly the type of thing that I want to do. And yeah, so that was like, that's the biggest inspiration for me is Danny McBride as a whole, because Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals, his new show, Righteous Gemstones. Have you guys heard of that?
No, I haven't heard that one.
It's about like one of those rich televangelist families, like those pastors that go on the daytime television and that have like millions of dollars. It's about like one of those families, and oh my god, it's so funny. If you watch Vice Principals, you gotta watch that. Like, but I love that kind of format because the comedy, it allows people to have a bigger suspension of disbelief. Like, you know what I mean? If something super crazy happens in a comedy, people are more willing to be like, okay, like that makes sense. But like, you know what I mean? If it's like supposed to be like super dramatic and realistic, like Breaking Bad, like nothing super outlandish can happen. Not to say that it doesn't.
Right.
But like with comedy, you can like, it just feels like you have a bigger playpen. You know what I mean? You have a bigger sandbox that you can do a lot more. You can like experiment with genres, like, because I don't know, it's
More
all about
creative
making people
freedoms.
laugh. Like it's all about just experimenting and everything like that. Drama is like very, I don't want to call it one note because that would be, that would be understating it. Like, because dramas can be like variety of different things, but comedy, I feel as though like you definitely have way more freedom. Because if you even like because I mean, if you like watch Breaking Bad and like Game of Thrones, like they're shot similarly. You know what I mean? Drama is like, it's a consistent type of shooting. But then you watch like Arrested Development. Have you guys seen that show?
I've heard of
I've seen
it.
parts of it. I haven't like actually sat down and watched it, but I've seen it on here and there.
I mean, like, but then you have like How I Met Your Mother, and then like, stuff like Vice Principals, like one second, I don't know, you just have a lot more to play with. You can do it in a variety of ways. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but that's what I've been aiming for. I'm just trying to build my portfolio up in Rowan and just make as much stuff with Cinema Workshop. I was on the executive board for the club as like a screenwriting like tutor kind of. I've officially retired. I did one semester of it, but I didn't like not enjoy doing it. Like, it's just I don't know, I did it for a semester, and the people that were like, because we had to do elections, and the people that were running to be in it, like it was down between the two guys, and I was just like, you know what, like they want it more than me. Like, I've already done it, like, so I'll just give up and they can both have it. Like, it's I mean, it's not going to change anything. I'm still involved in the club and everything. It's just less work now.
There you go.
I can work on my own stuff.
There you go.
But anyway, that's just what I've been up to, guys. Sorry to talk for so long.
Oh, you're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's good. It's good. I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to end it with some Poddex questions, BJ?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do two of them. Let's do one from what the heck and one from Would You Rather. These are new, Joe. We just got these.
These are new. I'm the
These
guinea
are
pig.
new.
You're the guinea pig.
You are the guinea pig.
Okay, cool. Let's hear it.
All right. So this is a what the heck.
Okay.
So if you could marry a fictional character, who would it be?
Any fictional character.
Any fictional character that I would marry.
I have one.
Oh, I got it. Marge Simpson.
Marge Simpson. Why?
What? Why? All right. First off, she's fine. All right. Marge is fine. She got
that is true.
She's got some nice titties. But on top of that, she's got Homer, and she doesn't complain that much about Homer. Like, she'd be relaxed. She'd be calm. She'd be happy with me. All right. Marge would be awesome. If she can stand Homer, she can stand me. Like, yeah, let's be real. Homer's got like 3 words in his vocabulary. I'd pick Marge Simpson. That's the first thought in my mind.
I think I might have to go with Elastigirl from
Ooh.
only just because
No
that's
explanation needed.
yeah, no, okay, yeah. I was gonna say there's a meme going around about how Pixar likes to make all the moms
Joe's
look a
definitely
certain
been sitting here.
way.
He's just like Elastigirl.
Yeah,
He's
but
like, I got one.
yeah,
Oh
that's definitely I feel
man.
like if I had to
No,
pick
that's probably
one,
better than
yeah,
Marge Simpson. I'm not gonna lie. There's no explanation
yeah.
needed for Elastigirl.
Yeah.
All right, PJ, let's hear yours.
All right, mine's very easy. It was between two, but Kim Possible for sure.
I thought you were gonna say that. I don't even know
Impossible.
why. I've never seen the show, but just something. Oh man. Wait, what was the other one? What were you between?
I was gonna say Wonder Woman,
Wonder Woman. That's
just
pretty
because
good.
I mean she's a wonder, you know.
She is a wonder.
No,
Why Kim Possible?
so much. I mean, she's like she can solve crime and like you know she's got two lives. It's like a fictional Hannah Montana. What more do you need?
Oh, whoa,
Can't
whoa,
say.
whoa there. Whoa. All right, let's get a would you rather now.
All right, cool. Okay. Would you rather be able to record your thoughts or dreams while you sleep?
Thoughts or
So,
dreams?
thoughts or
Oh,
dreams
I
while you
would much
sleep?
rather record my dreams because I
Yeah.
don't always know what's going on in my dreams. My thoughts, I have my thoughts. Like if it's something important, I'll remember it. But like
I,
my
yeah.
dreams.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I would rather record my dreams.
What about you,
Yeah,
Joe?
there's yeah, my thoughts. I don't know. I don't really need to hear them more than once. I can definitely. I think the dreams only because there's like I don't know. They're just wild. Like just
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the also like what you
Because
can
you're not controlling them, so you don't even know what your mind's thinking. You're just like,
exactly.
what?
You can learn more about yourself from
In
like
dreams
just
and your thoughts.
dissecting, like the specifics of your dreams. It's yeah. I don't dream all that often, like recently.
Yeah, neither do
but
I.
It's definitely I don't know.
See,
A
I
lot
have
of dreams are weird.
crazy
Just the way the whole concept of dreams and like how your brain just creates these things like from your
It is
subconscious.
fascinating, honestly.
really
I would
weird.
love to just like see my dreams like on a TV screen at some point. It's like,
Like a
whoa,
movie.
like that's what's going on last night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be insane.
with like good production value and everything. Like,
It was like
Like,
behind the camera.
None of that
like
low
that.
production shit. No
yeah,
Android phone filming. Get that out of here.
yeah. You know,
My
IMAX
dreams are in the
3D.
highest quality.
You want to do one more? You want to
Yeah,
do one
Let's do
more?
one more.
Let's
do one more. Let's do what the heck.
What the heck? All right.
I like what the heck. That's a good question.
Pod decks. Okay. If you had to pick a new name for yourself, what would you pick?
A new
Alfredo.
name.
No. I'm
What?
kidding. No,
What?
Alfredo.
I'll be named PJ. No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I'll be named Robbie.
Yeah.
Hey, not gonna lie, I've always wanted the last name Pidgeon. That's just fire.
I was gonna say I don't think I ever want to change that. I think I lucked out. I don't know. I mean, I used to view it as
I won the lottery.
as a curse, but
Oh no, it's fire.
over the years,
Joe Pidgeon.
it makes it. You don't forget it. You don't forget it.
No,
like
you
you
do
hear
not
it.
It's got a
forget
ring
Joe
to it.
Pidgeon.
It's like
Yeah,
Joe
you-
Pidgeon, my man. You know.
If I could change my first name, I don't know. Like I always thought it would be
I would
funny
change
to
my
be
name to Tommy.
Tommy. Interesting.
Tommy Wiseau.
I would change mine to Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, just so people can say, "Oh, hi, Mark."
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's the only reason.
I don't think I'd ever want to do this, but I always thought it would be funny if someone's name was Spaghetti, but they just called them Eddie. Like, and
Yo, that was the best answer given. If I had to, my name's Spaghetti, but you gotta call me Eddie.
Yeah. That way it's not weird.
Welcome
like,
to the family.
All right, but how
Like,
do you
it's-
spell Eddie? Is it E-T-T-I?
You don't need to see it spelled. You just need.
You
just
know
know.
it's Eddie.
It's
No
Eddie.
one ever needs to know that it's spelled with T's.
No one ever needs to know your full name Spaghetti. Just
Yeah.
I'm Eddie. Oh, what's your
Oh,
full name?
that's so
Edward?
funny.
You can think that all
You'd
you
be like,
want.
sure.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Only Eddie knows his real name.
Yeah. I think that would be funny. I think that would just be a good like gimmick for like a TV character. Like just have the name.
Throughout the entire show, everyone just calls him
Yeah.
Eddie. They ask, like, oh, your first name's Edward, right? And he's just like,
Yeah.
what? No,
Yeah.
my first name's Spaghetti.
What?
Or he meets another guy named Eddie for the first time. Like, oh my god, your name's Spaghetti too? And the guy's just like,
It's like
No,
what?
Edward. Edward, bro.
your parents named you Spaghetti? Do they hate you?
Yeah, seriously. I don't know. I feel like
Goes to a restaurant. I'll get a nice plate of Edward. What? Oh my bad, Spaghetti.
Oh my
But
god.
would you name your kid Spaghetti for $20,000 or like what's the?
Oh,
Where?
no doubt.
Like, where you-
I mean, honestly, if I was paid like, now that you got me thinking about it, that's fire in general. I'll do it for free. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean honestly, spaghetti discount.
it flows. Spaghetti with discount.
I don't think it flows.
I think it does. All right, it's been set in stone. My kid's name is gonna be Spaghetti now.
All right.
Yeah.
It's been set in stone. That's
I kind
you
of
can't
had
do
a
anything
baby.
about it
Oh,
now.
what's the kid's name? Oh, you know,
Spaghetti.
it's Spaghetti.
You know, we made it on the podcast we were doing with Joe Pidgeon.
Oh, what's his middle name? Oh, it's Spaghetti Meatball Viscount.
Yeah, spaghetti. Oh my god.
Oh man.
But yeah, if you guys thanks for having me on. I'm probably gonna
Yeah, of course.
good.
Thanks for having us.
Do you have any closing remarks? Anything you want to say to the people
I
of the
appreciate you
podcast?
guys. And I appreciate you guys showing the love on the videos and everything.
Of course.
Man.
We got more coming. We are probably going to release the first episode of that narrative miniseries, even though it's not going to be complete. It will, even if it's not going to be complete, we'll still probably upload the first and second episode like by the end of the summer. We got to edit those, but first one's pretty much already edited. We just got to make some minor revisions and everything.
All right, I'm excited.
But yeah, I mean, just get my stuff done. I'm making it a second Choose Your Own Adventure game. I'll probably post that up on Instagram.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome.
Get you guys to play that. It's a lot of
that's
fun.
awesome.
I like doing that
Oh,
stuff. too.
yes.
All right, boys. Well, it's been a real honor.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for
Thank you very much
coming
for
on.
having me
And
on.
this has been episode 28.
28.
Episode 28. All right, boys.
All right.
Have a
See
wonderful
ya.
night.
You too.
Peace.